Here's a 1v1 Terran versus Terran that I had just on the ladder. This is Gold League, taking on this person called Misfire. So, kind of making this for a buddy of mine, just kind of talk about some of the things I'm doing. So, I got this guy rallied to come right here, and I've got them assigned Team 5. Now, when I get here, you can tell I'm rusty with Terran. I'm like, why can I not build that? It's because I queued up an extra SCV, which slowed up my ability to build that first depot. So already a mistake. He's coming out kind of early. Why is he on patrol? I mean, he's just losing mining time. Is he that afraid of my SCV scouting? Doesn't make sense. I decided, since my timing was a little off, I started my refinery a pinch early. Before I started the barracks, but yeah, so I'm still planning on doing a Reaper open, even though I kind of messed that up a little bit. What's he doing here? Yeah, he brought that guy back, and now he's building his refinery. So all he's accomplished is miss mining time and his refinery. So low late. So I got this SCV doing a scouting in case there's like a proxy bunker somewhere. I think I had him patrol here. I don't know if I did here or not. Here, and then I come back and I have them mine minerals where I'll have them look to build the base. So as we're going here, boy, you can tell I'm rusty with Terran. Look how slow I am on the APM. That's crazy. SCVs are all the same. And I had a lot of minerals banked up, so I was like, you know, I'm just going to start taking my second now. Reaper started. I believe when this gets done, I'll be looking to spend that money for to go up in the orbital command. And what's he doing? He's got the full wall off. I mean, it's Terran versus Terran. If you really think that's necessary, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I just think that's money that could have been better spent somewhere else. So he's going with the 111. I build a supply depot over here so I can have vision in case he flies anything over. Like, yeah, you don't really need that second supply depot. He's not playing the Zerg. It's not like you need it for a Zergling rush coming in. I think that's unnecessary. So here comes the Reaper. He built this out and he's going with just Marines. Let's see how he reacts. Right now, unit count is somewhere I messed up, and my SCV is a little bit. He's ahead of me, but not after that kill, or at least throw a grenade. He wanted to come get this around. I don't think I actually get a kill here because I know these guys are chasing me. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to constantly, for a second here, constantly trying to hit 5 every now and then, queue up workers, and I have barracks, my first barracks on Team 4. This is really important, Strong Brad, that like early in the game when there's not much going on, this is the perfect time to your first base. Assign it to whatever team you want. Your first barracks, assign it to, you know, your production structures to whatever team you want. So I have right now, I started my second base and I added it to all Team 5. So now I can just hit Team 5 and just queue those up. If I don't have them all on the same team, it's just so much slower to get those. You can only make things individually from the base. So now here comes the starport. Very basic open right now. With that harass, or maybe I distracted him, I pulled ahead on SCV. I did kill one, and I'm looping him around. And you can see here I'm clicking, I'm ready to fly him in. And look, down here selected my bases, so I'm hitting Q every now and then. We should see the bunkers come up, because I'm going to hit 4 every now and then build. I wanted to try to get this guy in time, but just didn't quite get it. Should probably throw in a grenade. Come back to base here. And just continue to build up here. I was a little bit late on getting my factory going because I was a little preoccupied, and I don't normally go second base before everything, but I'm up on him on workers. So he is, if I remember right, going for like a super fast BC on me because he's got the tech lab going. You know, when I first took my Reaper in here and I saw that he had double gases, like that should tell you something, like, but it didn't for me at the time. But like if they're going double gases and before they take their natural, that's a sign that they're like going some advanced tech and they're you know, trying to get you something sneaky. I just didn't really recognize that. I got my one AA turret there. I believe I have one come over and put one in the back of this over here. It's important to have like these here, but you don't want to overcommit. Like if I don't want to build like a boatloads of them, because then that can be pricey. So I like just early on, just one to start off. Yeah, he's got the fusion core, and as soon as he's got the money, this is awfully expensive. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, he built his base up there and he flew it down. It's quite all right. Sometimes you can, I guess if you can do the wall off, you can kind of build your base up over here. They can't see and they don't know, are you one base in me? Or, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere comes down the second base and it's like, oh, it's actually a fast expand. So there is some like merit to building your base up here first in the safety where it can't get harassed and then going down, but just kind of whatever you want to do. Let's look at the units. I'm still up on SCVs on them. I'm trying not to get supply blocked, because I'm the red here. I know that's a thing that can be costly. And I think I went, yeah, Liberator first. Sometimes when I make these, I always try to decide, do I want to go Liberator first or Medevac with a drop? Did you know, kind of, I saw this on your replay, your little icon that you choose, you can they kind of are on every little building and whatnot. That's kind of cool. So you can change that in settings. Anyways, back to the game. Going to here, Liberator up. And I believe at the same time, yep, here comes the BC. Let's watch his camera. Comes in over here and he's getting ready to do big damage. I have right now 39 or 38 SCVs. Now I want to bring back all my troopers and everything here. But I want to get him deployed real quick because I want this guy to do damage. So we kind of have this double attack going on. He's going to clean up, and I'm trying to, but I don't really have hardly anything here. Not enough to take care of it. But he doesn't. How many kills does this guy have? 9 kills. That is huge. He's got a crap ton of kills, but they've been against like my worker units. Meanwhile, I'm trying to frantically get another turret up. He's not going to let that happen. I think I tried to cancel this in time. Yeah, I did, so I get some money back. What's he looking at during this? Yeah, he's just focusing on his BC. At some point, I pulled these. I probably should have pulled them a long time ago, and now finally the Cyclone's here, and so it's over. But I'm still up SCVs on him. He hasn't been mining all this time. He lost some. He's going to come clean this up. And Liberators are great. But while this has been going on, you know, I need to get these back mining. I'm taking a third. And let's look at my team four. So I have 2 barracks, factory, and a starport. And you'll just see I just have them all in the same team. I can just hit tab to go from one to the other and just build things. Same thing for my team 5. The 2 bases, I should add the 3rd one pretty shortly here. Yep, see, I clicked them all, and this is why having on the same team is nice. I felt like this is pretty well saturated, so I click all 5 on team 5, and then I put them all to that base. I try a little drop here to just get any kind of harass I can. It doesn't do hardly anything. He's got that siege tank there, but I did take out some units, fly them up, get them out of there. I'm going to try a circle around. And I think here I have, yeah, that's right. I fly in and I see this and I miss micro. I tried to hit V to get them to drop real quick, but I misclicked and it just never happened. Like right now, I'm like, why aren't they dropping? Too late. Lost 2 troopers. I could at least got them in there and done something. But nonetheless, see, I've got all 3 bases rallying to this. And whenever I hit 5 and queue them all up, they're all going to automatically go to this spot here. That's the really handy part. My 2 bunkers, I got 800 minerals. I'm floating too much. So I have 1 bunker. This is with a 2 barracks. This is one with reactor, so I can make a ton. This is my tech one, so I can make marauders and get my upgrades like stim. And I'm just trying to get my production buildings up a little bit because I know that I'm going to be floating too much here. Yep, here's another barracks. And I believe I put a reactor on that too, so that like later on when I hit 4, I'll have 3 barracks, 2 of them with reactors, 1 with tech lab, and I can just hold Q or E for my marauders and just pump out units like crazy. Let's see what he's doing here. And then the unit count. SUVs are pretty even. Army supply, he's actually ahead of me. But and I would be well ahead if I wasn't floating so bad. Look at this, 1500. That's just not good. I was a little worried that he might like be going all BCs, and so he might warp in more. But realizing that's not happening, I move out. All my and this is another reason why you want your production structures on a rally point. I have them rallying. I must have misclicked on the minerals, but I have them generally rallying to this spot, or I have them rally on an existing unit, so that when they come out, they'll run along with them. Right now, I'm just going up because I want to check to see, does he have a third? He's got 1 Widow Mine there. He's getting ready to take his third. I just assumed that would be next, and because I was floating so bad, I decided to build 2 bases. Still floating pretty bad at 1,000. Let's get ready to check out this engagement. When you look at the upgrades, we both have, well, I have 1-1. He just has 1 attack upgrade, so that helps, and I have stem. I try to stem real quick here. I was hoping to get that at least on fire or dead before it flies away. He's stemming too, and at this point, I think I decide, you know what, this army isn't going to live. I'm just going to pull back. The damage has kind of been done. And let's go back to my, so now I've got a lot more going on with the team and everything rallies here, so they don't just stay here. That's the nice thing about putting all your production on the same number. You can just right click anywhere on the map and set your rally point so they come out and they go all right here. So I just keep looking back here, and it's like, this is my army that I want to then move out. He builds a sensor tower, so he can kind of see what's going on. That's really good for Terran. I've got planetary here. I think here I end up doing orbital command because just for the mules, I felt really safe, and I believe I go planetary here. But I'm ahead of him on production, and you'll see I'm actually ahead on army supply because I'm floating so bad. I knew I had to get my, just getting multiple barracks up with reactors can allow you to just really spew out units pretty fast. So I think I want a drop to go up there, load these guys up, and now I'm going to go to the left pretty soon, someday hopefully. There we go.
Mineral field depleted.
At this point I'm just kind of trying to mass up and just try to keep him busy a little bit. Make that a planetary, get some anti-air at the planetary to make that pretty powerful.
Mineral field. Additional supply depots required.
And I'm supply blocked, so get a drop here. Keep him from expanding, and I stopped paying attention to that. It's like, okay, that's good. That's done what I want it to do. Let's see what he's looking at. These guys get some kills, so this is good stuff. He has to pull off again. And I believe I stopped paying attention to that like that. Now it's just back to what I want. These guys are still here. I'm not actively paying attention to them. I don't want to get supply blocked anymore, so I call down those onto my supply depots. I'm at 157, his 127. And you see right here, I've just hit 4 a lot of times, and I just hold down Q, so I stop floating so bad. And I have everything rallying to this tank. I had been having everything rally there. Now I want it to rally onto my existing units because I'm kind of going for my what's hopefully death push here. His part, I knew with his sensor tower that, because I could see the white line, that he can see this base, so I wanted to bring over because I figured he'd be attacking. I was floating so bad, I built a second base, and I was planning on making that a planetary also, but I don't think I actually ever ended up converting it.
Mineral field depleted.
But yeah, that's kind of a cool thing. You can have, like I have everything rallying on, I like having rally on the slow moving units. because they're usually in the back. They like if I have it on a Marine and he dies, then they stop rallying to that spot. I think they just stand still wherever they come out. But anyways, moving ahead now. I've got some Thors coming also, culling down supplies. And I caught this siege tank out of position. Siege these up real quick. Now here's the big part, is having air vision. So I think I selected Viking, move it forward, because you got to get that air vision above. Because if I do this right, if I have air vision, I can hit these before he can hit me, because my Vikings are basically spotters. Let's go to here. And right here, you know, there's only two. I'm just going to stem in and get rid of them. Finally starting to use stem a little bit more. All the units that I have rallying, they're going to this area, and I'm doing select all army attack, moving a lot. Oh, that was costly. That's cloaked, or because he has an armory, so I don't see it. And I'm starting to feel pretty good about my spot. I know he hasn't been taking bases that I'm keeping on 2 or just 3. Once again, just peek forward a little bit. Lost. Do I do a scan? No, I just... Oh, he popped up. He should have just probably stayed there. Forced me to scan. Here's a big engagement. I about made a mistake. Like, I'm getting too far forward, so I pull these guys back. No need. I want him to come to me, because this is the thing right here. And I got liberators here. This is where rapid fire, I can talk to you about this, is nice. You select all liberators, and I just hold down Z, and then they just place the area that they're gonna kill. It's really nice for siege tanks. Here I have Thors. I think I can just bully in and just get rid of these siege tanks. I have picked up my APM at the start of the game. I wasn't really doing much, but it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, and he's got these, so these siege tanks I've just been running to. It's all about like having the air spotters. I think I should get these liberators back in action. You'll see rapid fire. See, I just like there, just hold down Z, and then these guys clean up. He moves them out. I want to clear out the siege tanks. Hopefully these guys kill some. Yeah, look at those liberators go to work. They're great. At this point, that's getting too much. Still, my team 4. I think I changed it to set to a Thor. Maybe not. Maybe the unit died, but I'm just going select all army and kind of bringing them in here. Oh, now I'm saying, all right, rally over here. Everything that I make, I should hit tab and get that building something. You can tell I just hit Q. I hit tab there, Q something up there, tab there, Q something up, and I wasn't sure I had quite enough to finish them off, so I pulled back. Probably did, but I just wanted to make sure, because my army, you can tell, is pretty bruised and battered here. So, like, rather than take a bad engagement, I'm just making sure he doesn't have any more. I sent these guys on a suicide mission, make sure he doesn't have any more bases that I don't know about. And I believe that's when I discovered, yep, he's got one here. Yeah, he's out of money. The SCV's 64. He brings it over, and now once again I got everything rallying to units, and this really should be about it. I wanted to slow up because these all my flying ships go obviously faster than everything on the ground. Kind of, do I siege up or do I stem? No, I just kind of bully my way in there, and that's that. So, yeah, that's it. We'll end it here.